Welcome friends, I am your host Supriyo Poddar and you are watching Finestra of English. Aspire to learn, learn to aspire. In my last video on English grammar, I have discussed in some details the different parts of speech in English grammar. If you have not viewed it yet, the link to the video is attached in the description below and in the I button is also available. Now I am referring to that video because they work together to form a sentence. Unless you have a basic idea about them, you will not understand what role they play in the formation of a sentence. Today I will talk about different parts of a sentence. The two different parts of a sentence are subject and predicate. Let's see what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words which has a definite meaning and gives a complete expression to the speaker's thought. For example, words like Ram, which is a noun, is a verb, be verb, good, adjective, an article, boy, a noun, are placed together in such a way that they form Ram is a good boy. So Ram is a good boy. This is a sentence. And similarly, there are some other examples of sentences. He plays football very well. Ram and Shyam are going to school. The fat black cat crossed my way. The baby slept. I went to the market and bought a book on English grammar. These are some other examples of sentences. Now let's see what subject is. Subject. Subject is a word or a group of words, basically a noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase or a noun clause by nature, which acts as the doer of an action referred to by the verb of the sentence or is spoken of in the sentence. Sometimes subject has the action which is referred to by the verb done to it. Let's see the first example. Ram is a good boy. Here the subject is Ram because the sentence speaks about Ram. The sentence is all about Ram. It says a good deal about Ram. What does the sentence say about Ram? That Ram is a good boy. So Ram is spoken of in the sentence. He is the target of the sentence. So Ram is the subject here. Ram is the subject here. The subject is noun. It is a simple subject because there is no other complication about the subject. It's a single word which is a noun. So this is an example of a simple subject. Let's see the next example. He plays football very well. In this example also, the subject is he. Why he is the subject? Because he is a pronoun. It is the doer of the action. It is the doer of the action referred to by the verb play. He is the doer of the action referred to by the word play. The sentence speaks about he, the pronoun he. So, he is the subject here. So, in this example, the subject is a pronoun. It is also an example of a simple subject because there is no complication, no compounding of subject done here. It's a single word. Let's see the next example. I went to the market and bought a book on English grammar. In this sentence, I is the subject because it is the pronoun I who went to the market and bought a book on English grammar. That is, I is the doer of the actions referred to in this sentence by the verbs like went, bought, etc. So, in this example, we find that the subject is a pronoun, it's a single word subject, hence it is a simple subject. Ram and Sham are going to school. This is a bit different example because this sentence tells us about both Ram and Sham. Hence, the subject here is both Ram and Sham. Ram and Sham, both of them are nouns and they are linked together by the linker and. It's a compounded subject. Hence, this example has subject more than one. Actually, there are two subjects, two nouns compounded by the linker and. Hence, it is an example of a compound subject. It is an example of compound subject because there are more than one subject and the subjects are linked together, bound together by the linker and. Let's see the next example. The fat black cat crossed my way. In this sentence, we find a longer subject. The whole sentence is spoken of about that cat. What cat or which cat? That fat black cat. The whole sentence is all about the fat black cat, or the whole sentence tells us about the fat black cat. Hence, the subject in this sentence is the fat black cat. Now, it is a group of words. Words like the, fat, black, cat. It is acting like a noun phrase. So, in this example, we find a subject which is nothing but a group of words acting like a noun phrase. It is called complete subject. It is called complete subject. So, the total portion underlined here, from the to cat is subject. The total portion is a subject here. This is a group of words acting as a noun phrase. This is called complete subject. Now, the baby slept. In this example, again, we find a subject which is a group of words. The baby. The baby is a group of words acting like a phrase. The sentence is all about the baby. It is all about the baby who slept. So, the subject here is the baby. The subject is a group of words, a noun phrase. It is a complete subject. The baby is a complete subject. Now, let's move on to the next part of a sentence. This is predicate. Now, what is predicate? A predicate is nothing but that part of a sentence which leaves apart the subject. Predicate generally includes the verb and those that follow it. To To be more precise, to pick the predicate of a sentence, we have to pick out the subject first. After doing that, the rest of the sentence which remains is predicate. Hence, predicate is nothing but that part of a sentence without the subject. If we leave the subject apart, if we keep the subject apart from a sentence, the remaining is nothing but the predicate. The remaining is nothing but the predicate. Now, let's go on and look at the examples of predicate. First example, the baby slept. In this example, subject is the baby, which is underlined here. If we divide the sentence, or for that matter, if we keep the subject portion, the baby, apart from the sentence, we get only slept. Hence, slept is the predicate. It is the verb here and a single word expression. The predicate is the verb only. There is nothing else left. It is a simple predicate because there is only one word, the verb. It is a simple predicate. So, slept is the example of simple predicate. Now, let's look at the second example. He plays football very well. We have earlier discussed that he is the subject here. So, he is underlined. Now, if we leave he apart, the rest of the sentence is like plays football very well is the predicate in this sentence. The predicate here is the verb and those other to follow the verb. The verb is here plays. The verb is here plays and those that follow the verb. Plays is the verb and the rest of the sentence football very well. These words follow the verb plays. The total from plays to well. The total part from plays to well is predicate. It is a complete predicate because the predicate consists of more than one words. It's a group of words. Hence, it is the example of a complete predicate. It is the example of complete predicate. Next example. Ram and Shyam are going to school. From our earlier discussion, we have already come to know that in this sentence, in this example, Ram and Shyam, this is the subject. If we keep the subject apart, we get are going to school. So this portion is predicate. In this predicate also, we find that the predicate is nothing but a group of words. Hence, this predicate is also an example of complete predicate. This predicate is also an example of complete predicate. Next example. Ram is a good boy. From our earlier discussion, we already know that Ram is the subject here. If we keep Ram apart, what is left is a good boy. So the whole portion is from is to boy, is a good boy is the predicate here. This predicate is also a group of words following the verb is. Hence, this predicate is also an example of a complete predicate. This is also an example of complete predicate. Now, next example. The fat black cat crossed my way. Here is also the same rule. We have already come to know that the subject here is the fat black cat, the noun phrase. The noun phrase is the subject here. If we keep the subject apart, what is left? The left portion is crossed my way. So the whole portion from crossed my way is the predicate here. In this example also, we find that this predicate is also a group of words. Hence, this is also an example of a complete predicate. This is also an example of complete predicate, which is a group of words. In the next example, I went to the market and bought a book on English grammar. Here, from our earlier discussion, we have already come to know the subject here is the pronoun I. So, if we keep the subject apart from the rest of the sentence, what is left? If we keep I apart, what is left? The left out portion is went to the market and bought a book on English grammar. If we look at the predicate now, as we have already understood that the predicate here in this example is went to the market and bought a book on English grammar. We find that this predicate is also a group of words. Actually, this predicate is a compounded predicate. Two groups of words. First one is went to the market and the second one is bought a book on English grammar are linked together by the linker and. This makes this predicate compound predicate because here in this predicate we find that two different predicates are linked together by the linker and. Hence it is a compounded predicate. It is a compound predicate. The predicate here is compounded and linked by the linker and, hence it is a compound predicate. There are some other optional parts of a sentence which are often part of the predicate. These optional parts are object and complement. However, I will discuss them in my next separate videos. Hopefully, this video has cleared your doubts regarding subject and predicate. If you wish to practice them, go to the official Facebook page of Inestra of English and practice them. If you have found the content helpful, drop a like, hit a comment and share the video with your friends. If you have still not subscribed to my channel, subscribe it and hit the bell icon for future notifications or newer updates. That's all for today. Hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.